imagine, but it's what I'm seeing. I might disappear silently where no one know my existence that I ever existed. So this is my blog. This is my story. My name is Ketsia, born with the last name Pierre. Name, and then married into Bissett. That name I carry because, excuse me, the person I married didn't have no legal status in the United States. No legal status in the country, so I changed my name in case he would need a status, for me. Turned out that I changed my name for no reason, because afterward, all he was doing was acting like he doesn't need no help from me, and even other people that I encounter or encountered me would act like they don't need my help. Even though I would offer help, nobody would want help from me. I just didn't know what was going on. I just continue living like I normally do, continue living. Um, you know how even I offer somebody legal status in the United States, didn't want it. Yes, someone I offered legal status, I offer my child. It's not even one. I believe it was up to 3 people. I offer my son in marriage. I offer my son in marriage to bring somebody over here. The pastor, I understood, because the pastor would say if they marry, they would need to marry forever with no divorce. But I did not agree with the marriage forever because they're Nigerian. I used to teach my children to be with their own nation. So I didn't say yes to the forever marriage. They could marry for as long as they want, but a divorce come, they would divorce, because I didn't want them to marry any other people besides Haitian. My mistake. And today is Sunday. I was supposed to be doing my morning service right now, but I have too much in my mind to do that. Yeah, I have too much in my mind to do that. How could a happy child become a sad person in adulthood without wanting to do it, without choosing to be that? I don't know. I don't know. I wish to find a way how to delete some people off my channel, the subscriber list, because they hiding themselves. You don't know who they are. I wish to find a way. I watch video from YouTube, waiting for the sound to go away. They blowing dirt off the sidewalks in front of the businesses. As you can see, I'm just sitting in a bus stop. I decided to walk walk and cry, and talk to God. Then when I got to the pole, I decided to look back. When I look back, and I also walked back and I sat on the bench. They want me to doubt God. They want me to doubt God. Someone with a house, a land, and money is about to be on the street. Tell me how it happens, I don't know. They stole my house, they stole a land, and they stole my inheritance money. Simply to push me to the street because they keep doing witchcraft upon that they keep doing witchcraft to make sure I go on the street with my children. They're not children anymore, but they are like children because they didn't allow them to have education. My poor daughter, not poor, but in a way, because she has no say. They decided her life. They decided her outcome. The child was a happy baby girl, very happy. I never know my mom hated me. I didn't know. I didn't know my mother hated me. The people who caused us were the first ones to ever hold my children since the beginning of my first son. They were always the first to touch my kids, to come and visit. Once I have a child, they come and visit. They're always the first to touch my kids. I want to go and sit somewhere no one would see me, but there is nowhere people wouldn't see me. Everywhere I go, there's always people to see me. There is a park that I sometimes sit there, and I go there to wait for something, but it never happened. It doesn't mean that he doesn't come. He comes, but the way he always does it, it just doesn't happen because of that word recognition thing. Which is why I am upset. I'm mad at God because God, after everything I've been in my life, God could have given me something different, different in a way that they didn't require so much from me. To arrive to where he wants me to be. Now I don't know the significance of being alive and being immortal. Okay, you make me immortal, I cannot die, and then what else? What else comes after that? What else comes after that? People hate me for that. They hate me because I'm not able to die, because they're trying to kill me and they're not able to. And then the more they see they cannot succeed, they could change their mind. No, they raise more hate, they raise more jealousy, more envy to continue doing even worse. My crying is to God. I have to do it publicly because it feels like I'm going away silently. It looks like I'm going silently and place where I might not be able to show my face ever again. I don't know. I don't know what God wants to do with me because I don't know. They had me again. I need to go out of my the videos from YouTube. They really help. It's more and more people on and then they hide their information. They are enemies. They're not friends. God. Even to work somewhere, I have to recognize to even for a job. I must recognize for the job because the recognition comes before everything else. So that's how God repay me for all the things that I've been through. Yes, this is how He pays me. Yeah. It's kind of early. Not kind, it's early. So I come and walk and I sat right completely. You're gonna smell the foul smells is gonna be very intensive. Then I would need to go back home and it's not even on me. It's in the environment. In my country, there is what they call mountain, but it's in my language it's called motai, and people goes to mountain to pray. Sometimes they spend days there praying, just like Jesus did, and many other disciples, people of the Bible would do to go pray. Yeah, but I have not seen people do it here. Yeah, I haven't seen people do it here, and I wouldn't know the way to the mountains anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't know the way to it. But I do know that I might need to find my way to the ocean, from where I live. I'm gonna start throwing away certain stuff and just put some clothes in my bags and leave the place where people know me, because I have to go to a place where nobody knows me or nobody sees me before, and start that new life. Yeah, not the one that I choose, not the one that I want, not the one that I need either. So I don't know if it is a life that if God is still gonna be in my life. But the way it turns out, I don't know if God is still gonna be in my life. Because when you pray the way I pray, and these are still happening and happening, you don't know exactly if you're gonna continue to pray. I'm telling the truth. But every time I talk like this, I always find no other things to do but to continue to pray because there is no other one to talk to. So while I'm sitting here, and this is the worst place to be in to talk bad or negative, let me turn to the street and say, I am right on the street. See, I am on the street, sitting on a bus stop. There is a church right there. Yeah, this is a church right here. St. Luke Christians. M Zion Church. Yeah. So I'm right here. I'm sitting here. I don't know when I'm gonna leave. The police station not too far from here. To even work. To even work for somebody. People just apply and then they get a job. But me, I need to recognize. So everything that comes, anything that happens to me next depend on recognition. Yes, this is what happens when you listen, when God says, don't look for work, don't look for work. I finance your, I finance everything from now on. For years, for 2 years. To be fair, I will remove one. I'll say for a year. But come on, it's more than a year. It's going to 2 years. I apply for a job. Even my daughter got up one day and said, Mom, you can look for work all you want. God is not going to let you find it. Do you hear that? At that time, she was 16. Yeah, she was 16. She said, Mom, you can look for work all you want. God is not going to let you find it. Because she she sees and she feels things too that God says not to look for work. Yeah, because of something that God had planned to do with me. But people find that I don't deserve it. I don't merit it. Hard work, hard work. I earn through hard work. Hard work. Praying within my Bible, praying within my Bible. But when it but when it comes to work, I was told not to not to look. Don't look for work. Yeah, don't look for work. And don't look for work, bring me to sit right here. Yes. Don't look for work, bring me right here. I just have to look cute and laugh and just suck it in. I will suck it in just like I suck everything else. Yeah. The enemy is happy because the enemy is winning. This is the first time in my life I'm seeing God losing a battle that He already won. Can you understand what I'm saying? God is losing a battle that He already won. Someone with knowledge, with education, certification. Someone told me one day, In Haiti, they make philosoph beggars. They even block my children from finding work in order for me not to be supported. Because if they're working, whenever they rent someplace, I'm gonna be there. If they're buying things to eat, I'm gonna eat. My sister also blocked my children not to find work. My son is gonna be 21, has been looking for jobs since he was 17 or 18, never find a job. I wanted to walk down this road for a long, maybe to the end of it. But what is the purpose? I don't think it's needed. I don't think it's needed. I don't think it's needed. Yeah, we going back talk. I am talking and the other person talks also, like the very beginning. Silent mode is like we go into where we don't. And who would want to talk to someone homeless, and not just homeless? Now that person is gonna be living on the street. And it's happening because of recognition steps. And people who don't want me to have nothing go to the office of where I stay, and then the people now vow to get me out. Hmm. That's how it is, because the people who are doing the heavy witchcraft, God could have taken their life, but He chose not to. I am in a way I can't even shake hands with people. I can't even. I have to watch out who I talk to. I have to watch out who hugs me, who embrace me, because of the energy I carry. Today is Sunday. The park is gonna be full of people. So going there is not a good idea. I wonder how long it would take to walk to the place I'm thinking to go now. How long, how many days it would take to walk to that state. If it were me alone, I don't mind walking it, and I would sleep in front of stores when I'm tired of walking. But The boy, the young man and the young lady are not used to walking. They will make me take longer. It might take 5 days to walk there. I don't know. But it's a distance, good distance. Even in driving, it's over 1,000 miles. Yeah. The woman lied to a man in order to have him. When the man realized that he had been lied to, the man walked away. The woman blamed the person, the victim, that she had lied on in order to do her more harm. Ended up blaming her. She is the one, she's the reason why the men walk away, and she caused the men to walk away. Poor woman, the woman and the men has not talked. The woman and the men has not met. So we don't know exactly how she is to blame for her own lies being detected. I don't know. Here is full of clouds. You would think they're clouds. They weren't there when I first came here. See? They weren't there when I first came here. When I came here, the skies was like this. All the skies were like this. Nothing. Then while I sat here, and then they arrived. Yeah, they arrived. They gotta see me. They gotta see me. I didn't want to go back to the house right now. I wanted to be on the street for a while. Being on the street, yeah. It looks like he carry a gun in front of his belly. Yeah. Mm. I never knew how much criminals there is in one community until I live there. People you see living in a house, fine. They walk the street, they drive the street, and then to see their actions in cons- conspiracy to unalive one individual, then you get to know who is criminal and who is not. Yeah. I just shout. You sometimes you don't know if they come to just watch you. You don't know or exactly the purpose. You just have to be on guard because people tend to catch me off guard. It's early today, is Sunday, July 12th, 2026. What time? 7:40. I left the house. It was still 6 o'clock in the morning. So could we say travel with the world, not to die alone? Yeah. Oh, remember when I used to do that all the time every time I get out of the house? Travel with the world, not to die alone. Now he's sitting where I was sitting right there. Yeah. I got up because I need to be on guard. Let me walk a little bit. I do not know how things are turning for me like this. I do not know. I'm just watching. The sun is beautiful. It feels good. Let me just walk a bit. Act like a watcher. That's that. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that's what he is. I say he acts like a watcher because they monitor something. I don't know how they monitor the phone. I can't. I cannot even say the phone. Trust me, seriously, because how can it be the phone? Because sometimes I walk away from my home, the phone is off, and then later on to see the same behavior into the to the in the place that I walk to or take the bus to. I'm telling you, sometimes I close my phone, turn off, power off completely, and then they find me. So what do they monitor me by? The satellite? I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't know. I'm gonna be here. This is like if you're taking the bus and somebody is on the bus with you, and wherever you go, that person goes with you. That's the feeling it gives. It projects. The park is down there, but I don't really want to walk there now. I'm gonna walk back to the apartment. We will see. Do you know a lot of the people that come with the TPS from Haiti are the one doing these kind of jobs? Joe Biden entered a lot of the TPS people from Haiti to do those dirty work for white people, and other stupid people that decided to join them. It's like people don't have a brain of their own. I didn't walk too far from the apartment. The apartment is let me see, one, two. The bus comes. I wanna. Cher Jésus, quand je chancelle seul en mon chemin, qui vient prendre ma main frêle dans sa forte main, saisi par sa main, oui je suis. Quand je chancelle, saisi par sa main, j'ai dans ma misère extrême les yeux sur Jésus. Je suis assuré qu'il m'aime, que faut-il de plus? Que faut-il de plus? Que faut-il de plus? Oui, je suis. Quand je chancelle, que faut-il de plus? Son sang sur la croix bénie a coulé pour moi. Que je ne me glorifie qu'en toi, divin roi. Oui, ce n'est qu'en toi. Oui, ce n'est qu'en toi. Oh Jésus, mon roi. It looks like I feel stuck. I feel stuck in this apartment or the community or the whole place. Feeling stuck, but don't really know. Let me get on this bus. Let me see. Yeah.
Bluefield Avenue at Wharton Bus connection. Stop requested.
Okay, I am back to my area. Time you walk out of the place like you want to walk by faith, but you don't have no direction. I always end up coming back to the same place. Walk or take the bus to a place and then find a job. But I'm not able to do that anymore because my aroma has changed. Um, I'm hearing divine, divine aroma, but the enemy kind of pollute my environment, causing the divine and aroma to, I don't know, has it overtaken by the pollution? I don't know. I don't have a spiritual father to contact to help me understand certain things. I don't have a spiritual nothing to help me understand the spiritual aspect of what I'm going through, except what I understand of it. But I am sure there are things that I don't understand yet. So I'm gonna go back inside. Yeah, I'm gonna go back inside and probably see if I can spend an hour singing, praying, and reading some psalm. Today is Sunday, the day of healing. So I'm gonna go inside. But I wanted to go to the store before the sun came out completely. But the sun is already out, you see. Look, the sun is already out. Where is it at? Yeah, it's right. I can see it, my eyes. Yeah, but it's behind the. But it's shining. It's shining too. Because once I appear, look, now it's shining very, very bright. Because once I am out here and I'm there, it shines brighter, brighter. Yeah, it shines brighter to let people see my in my collarbones better. Yeah, very funny, isn't it? Yes, Elgebo. You see, it's shining through. It's very bright now. Now, someone as given as I am end up with someone as loving as I am end up with no one. Let me go inside. Accompanying me on the street. I went to sleep. You wake me up. I thank you. But I don't wanna be inside there. I wanna be somewhere where I can cry and cry and cry and cry. This is where I want to be. Let me go inside. they mess with my they messing with my mail. Okay, I'm up right now. So it looks like I might have an hour of prayer after all. No matter what I do, it's all to the one to talk. I don't know.